Hey peeps! So this vlog is going to be about some mental health stuff and just how I've been feeling and just kind of some reflections on some things. I did a vlog just talking about like what I've been doing this week, and I mentioned that like I had a panic attack Tuesday that was really bad, and Tuesday I had the day off and I kind of like woke up and I just had my coffee and had a shower and then was working on some projects and stuff. And then later in the day, um, I just kind of blew up and I just started crying and um, I was crying so much that I couldn't breathe, so that kind of freaked me out. I had some water, I cooled down, and then like Tuesday night I felt better. But that that happens because I didn't have control. I just kind of let it happen, and I didn't like. What happens with me is I become a ticking time bomb, especially with my anger. I just kind of let things build up, and I don't really find ways to let them go. Um, so yeah, everything just kind of accumulated, and I just blew up, and I felt better after I calmed down, but I don't know, it was really bad. It's just sometimes I try to like catch myself before I like freak out, which I don't need to be freaking out. That's the thing with like anxiety is um, you have to remind yourself that everything's okay, but in the back of your head, you feel like it's not, and it's just like this ongoing battle. But anyways, I took care of it. I drank some water, relaxed. Um, I went to go get fabric shopping, and the rest of the night was great. And then yesterday, I just had to deal with some stress at school because just because I dropped out of like my program at college. As I don't know, it was like this hospitality program, and I don't know, I might do it, I might not, but I wasn't ready this semester, so I dropped out. And then they're like, okay, we'll give you your money back, but I haven't gotten it in a week, and just some like they sent it to the wrong agency or whatever. So I was getting really pissed, and I was, I was at the school, I was in public, and I'm on the phone with like an account person, and I'm like, hey, where's my money? And I just started getting really upset and frustrated, and um, I felt so mad that I wanted to kick the wall, but then I kind of caught myself, and I'm like, you don't need to do that. It's not going to solve anything. You're just going to embarrass yourself, and like security might be like, "Are you okay?" And I didn't want to do that. So I just tried to rationalize and calm down because I hate when I get anxiety. I feel like I will crumble into a small little ball and be really vulnerable, and that makes me even more paranoid. So I really try to catch myself and try to figure out, okay, well, why are you feeling this? Like, you can calm down right now. You don't need to freak out. It's always just like an ongoing battle, but sometimes, you can have control over like your freakouts and panic attacks and stuff. Sometimes you have to let them happen, but it's all about timing. If you, like I said, if you're someone who just lets everything bundle up, that's not going to be good when you like are at work or at school and you just let it explode. It's not professional. It's not going to look good on you. I find that like if you are at home and you're realizing, okay, well, I'm feeling really shitty today. What's going to happen? Am I going to have like a panic attack? Um, so there's kind of like ways to catch yourself before you do that. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. So what else? I went to go see my mom last night, and I try to go see her like once a week or maybe every 2 weeks. She's a schizophrenic. She's got a lot of issues. She's got a lot of health issues. She lives in a residence. She has food. She has shelter, but it's hard sometimes on me. It's a big impact on my life, and I mean, like, I try to give advice for people who are dealing with like anxiety issues and depression and all that. But I also give advice for people who are dealing with their parents who have well, maybe not just parents, but like maybe someone in the family that they're close to or has like a big impact in their life, and that person has some sort of mental health problem, how to deal with that, because I've been dealing with my mother for a really long time and it's a huge part of my life. I wish it wasn't. It's really, it's frustrating a lot. Sometimes it makes me really sad, but I mean, I've come a long way in dealing with her, and last night was kind of interesting because I went to go see her. Her residence has like staff and stuff, and they kind of just hang out with the women. And they have this nice, cozy little living room. There's a big TV. There's like a sewing area. They do crafts. They have a big kitchen. Like it's a nice residence. Um, and I just kind of went to go see her. Like I had some tea, and we were just sewing. She would like help me make my dress here, which is awesome. She helped me make this little cute dress together. So my mom taught me to sew. So I guess it's kind of like a nice thing to do together. Kind of takes away from, like, if we're just talking about sewing, which we both like, then she kind of gets off from talking about the woohoo. So yeah, we did that. We had tea, and then there's some nice ladies just hanging out with us. And the thing about my mom is that she's very, like, I think she has like some social anxiety issues, but she deals with it in a different way. She's very paranoid. She feels like everyone's out to get her. So she really doesn't really talk to anyone. She doesn't really have any friends there, and it makes me sad. But I mean, she's always like, "Oh, don't talk to that lady. She's gonna like hurt you or something." I'm like, "Yeah, they're fine. Like the ladies here are fine. They're trying to help you." And it's always really frustrating like that. But anyways, we just kind of hung out, and it was kind of nice, and it reminded me when I was like little kid and I would watch her sew, and it was just kind of, it's kind of nice because she's not the person that she used to be. Like when I was a kid, she was really sweet and a really great mom. We had so much fun, and then she just got really sick, and she's not really, like, she is that person, but she's not that person anymore. And the person that she used to be is the person I like hanging out with, and it's really frustrating sometimes. But it was nice just kind of sewing and talking, and here and there she gets a little woohoo and she starts going on about like fucked up stuff, and I don't know, it's frustrating, but it was nice. It's really hard sometimes because I'm always preparing myself for the worst, and that has a huge impact on my life, because she does have a lot of health problems, not just mental health problems, but yeah, I don't know. I feel guilty when I don't go see her, and it makes me stressed out. I just try to see her for a cup of coffee or something once a week. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's really hard when you're dealing with these problems yourself, like on a weekly basis. But when you're dealing with someone in your family or someone close to you who has these issues, it's really fucking hard. But hopefully that there's some people that maybe they don't have mental health problems, but they have a parent that does, and hopefully I can help them. That would be really cool. Maybe I can make some more videos about that. And maybe I might make like a whole video about how I've dealt with my mother, because she's been homeless before. She's like um, emotionally abused me before, and I don't know. It's been hard, but I'm still in her life. She's still mine. So, but I don't know. If you have that kind of experience with a parent or something, let me know below. And yeah, bye.